What's up? What's up? Welcome. I'm Gio Negron. I'm lead engineer of this beautiful facility, Audiovisual Studios. Thank you for coming for the first ever Mixdown here, little seminar. Special guest, eMIX.
Yeah.
Work with Sexyy Red, Rick Ross, Meek Mill, Roddy Rich, Gucci Mane, name it all. He's a legend. Again, so I wanted to make this one a little small. You know, I invited certain people, and then I had other people invite other people. See how it goes. If it goes pretty well, then we're gonna keep doing these kind of things. And yeah. I would like to go around the room and see who everyone is.
My name is Tara. I'm a new intern here. Becoming more home as an engineer, being here so far, and looking forward to the workshop to get some gems from you.
That's what's up.
Hi, I'm Sydney. I'm a grad student at the University of Miami in the Frost School of Music, and I'm a musician and producer in progress.
Very cool. What do you play?
My voice?
Oh, okay.
No instruments, I just sing.
Okay, that's what's up.
Hi, I'm Cece. I also go to the University of Miami, and I'm trying to be a producer, and I'm an intern for UTA this summer for management. So.
Awesome.
I'm also an intern here at Audiovision. I studied at Full Sail University, and I'm a producer.
Whoa. I also am an intern here in Audiovision. I'm a young engineer and young producer, always ready to keep learning.
I'm Z. I'm a singer-songwriter from New York. Just trying to learn everything I can about every step of the music making process.
You know Tony.
Tony in the building!
I'm the head tech here at Audiovision. I'm really here to support you guys, but I'm also a producer, record exec.
Kyrie Laveau, I'm an artist, producer, engineer, SAE alumni, and my boy Gio invited me, just, here to learn some gems.
My name's Anton. I used to intern here at Audiovision like 2 years ago, and then I left and started a live sound company, so just been doing that.
Very cool.
What's up, guys? I'm Milo Berra. I'm a singer-songwriter and producer.
Just dropped in to sing.
Appreciate it.
And who's this young lady?
Hi, my name is Brittany. I'm a singer-songwriter.
I'm cool.
All right, great. I love this energy.
Everybody coming out.
And those for live, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you guys. Welcome. Let's go. Yeah. So I like this vibe. I like this intimacy. Able to talk to you guys face to face. Hopefully this will be a way bigger thing. I'm very grateful that eMIX was able to help me on this and be our very special guest. He's been here since. Man, I don't know how long. You're all along, As much as I love this building, I know there's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears that he's put in this a long time ago, and he, this will always be his home. So I'm very happy he's here to join me in my very first kind of seminar workshop kind of thing. So before we go into eMIX, and I'm asking some questions, and then after that we're gonna do some Q&As. I do want to talk about a concept that I like talking about a lot. So. Raise your hand if you're engineers. You got 1, 2, 3, 4. And producers?
Aren't we all?
Aren't we all? And I'm sure most of you guys are producers and engineers, or aspiring producers and engineers who want to learn the technique. So, this concept I like to talk about, it's a very basic concept that we probably all know about it, but we skip it in a way where we don't think about it very much, and I want to basically tell you in my own words how we can rethink of this very simple concept, and it's called the fundamentals of sound. Basically, the only 3 ways that we can manipulate sound. Besides my interns, who I've taught this already, does anyone know the 3 fundamentals of sound? Or take a guess? No.
Harmonics? No.
Yeah, it's there. It's there. It's around that area.
Harmonic distortion is.
No, now you're just going dubstep.
That's not even dubstep.
Anyone else want to take a quick? There are 3 ways. Think about it. 3 ways of manipulating sound in general. There's only 3 ways you can do it.
Compression.
Compression falls into that. But think more basic. It's a combination of two actually. All right, go.
Volume?
Volume? Yeah. Amplitude.
Cheaters.
One of them is amplitude. Cheater, right?
No, as a ringer, this guy.
Amplitude is one of the three fundamentals of sound, and there's two more I'm looking for. Width? Falls into one of them, but not really.
Stereo?
Stereo falls into it's like a complex version of it. But yeah.
Pitch?
You're getting somewhere. So pitch. Go
These
broader.
are all great answers.
Go
though.
broader.
Like
Yeah,
this.
these are great answers. What happens?
What'd you say?
I see that.
Speed or tempo.
Wow, that's cool. I like
Okay.
that. I like that.
What'd you say?
Space.
Space.
Bah.
Yeah. Boom. That's one of them. Space.
Sounds
You're talking
like
about your
great.
I was still
reverb.
stuck on stereo. So
Right.
I'm like, no, I know there's something.
You're talking about reverb. Talking about delays. How far
Yeah.
something is. How where is it? Panning isn't space basically. And then the last one. I'm gonna give like 5 seconds, but I'm about to say it. Frequency. Frequency is a very
I said that
one of the-
twice.
And real quick, just to interject, when she said speed, I like that because that is, frequency.
Yeah.
Not slower frequency,
Slower
higher frequency.
Mhm.
She was thinking tempo wise,
Right.
and then that falls into pitch. What he was saying. But go
Yes.
ahead. No.
So there's
why I
the
like
three
this.
fundamentals of sound that you can manipulate. There's frequency, there's space, and then there is amplitude. Oh my god. Yeah, frequency, space, amplitude. And they're just a combination of each other basically. Every plugin you see, every hardware you see, compression and EQ and fat filter, waves, any of that, it's just those three things. So in the concept I like to bring up is if you see it just like that, just three ways to manipulate sound, then every plugin and every hardware you see shouldn't be that scary. It does the same exact thing. The only difference is the kind of saturation they give, the tone, that timbre that people say you can't get it out of a digital plugin. From that's basically the difference between that different sound. It's after that it's all about your preference, but everything falls into the three fundamentals of sound: frequency, amplitude, and space. And then boom, that's it. Any questions?
It's a powerful knowledge, man.
Powerful knowledge, yeah. It is the fundamentals, and I just want to kind of spread awareness of that, of how to think about it, because not a lot of people know about that. Not really, like, they know their stuff, I'm sure they do, but the fundamentals, I believe, is very important, not to conquer it, but more to just be acknowledged that they're there. To just see a more way of thinking, different way of thinking, and easier. It also comes into signal flow, but that's a whole nother section for me.
I'll go ahead and expand on that, right? So I'm feeling that. I'm with that. But also, we could also get even more simpler, back all the way down to signal flow.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure as an engineer, you probably learned signal flow. I think in I remember back before when I was trying to go to school, there was no school down here. There's SAE down here now. But back when I was going to school, there was only Full Sail. Either Full Sail or it was go to And broke it down into like a double major. It was like a music major and an electronics major. I don't know if they do that still now. Maybe it's a thing now. But you had to learn electricity. So what I've learned, going to Full Sail and doing the whole thing and blah, 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 all the cool gear and all that, then coming to a studio like this, a working studio out in the industry, realizing that all the new gear that I learned, I had to relearn everything because they didn't have any of the new gear that we had at Full Sail, because Full Sail was like ahead of the curve. Everything was brand new. So I remember back in the day, they still had DAT machines. And Full Sail was already ahead of DAT machines. So when I came here and I was assisting for a mix engineer, he's like, you don't know how to do it. You don't know how to use a DAT? You went to Full Sail? You spent how much money? You don't know how to use a DAT? So, but what translates through every studio, through every song, through every mix, through everything is signal flow. There's a source, and then it travels. How does it get here? And you have to always make sure you know. And most of the times, whenever something's going wrong on this board or anything's going on, you can kind of backtrack it on where did it get stuck. If we're not coming out of the speaker, what happened? We patched it. and somewhere between the EQ and the fader, we're not getting signal, and then we can figure out something there. So, you know, that going that basic, and then going into what you're talking about as far as frequency, as far as volume, as far as space. You can definitely always kind of rely on those foundations to kind of save you in a way sometimes, where you can kind of find yourself like, yo, what's going on? Especially if you're active in a studio and you got paying customers and what the fuck, why is this not coming up? You always got to rely back on the basics. What's good, bro?
Man.
And you always rely back on your basics. If you got that strong foundation in actual electronics and electricity, because this is all voltage, you usually could get yourself out of a jam, you know what I'm saying? And that's something I relied on constantly in my career. Because I've been to multiple studios all over the world. Different scenarios, different computers, different plugins. They don't have these, they don't have that, they don't have this mic, they don't have that cable. Where's that sound coming from? I've never been here before. Artist doesn't give a shit, regardless. Oh. You're the engineer. You're supposed to know how to do this shit. Maybe I need somebody new. And you're like, oh. And you start, and then every time I always found myself going back to the foundation. Signal flow. Let me figure out where is, okay, the source is going into the mic. The mic is doing this. It's going into the compressor. I see signal. Why isn't that getting here? And so that all kind of boils down to the
I
same
love
thing.
that topic. That's
all
one of my
that
favorite
foundations
topics.
also works.
As you can actually tell, a lot of my interns who are here, they know I drill them about signal flow because that is the fundamental
to this day. I've been 21 years in this game, and I still signal flow is always apparent in every mix I do.
It's
if
so
you don't have
simple, but
proper
so
routing,
important.
if you don't have proper routing, then shit ain't right, and then it'll come bite your ass in on the back end. You might be working, and then you'll find yourself at the end of your mix, just messed up when it's time to print. Maybe certain sounds didn't print because you didn't. You can hear them because you have a different output, and then this one's coming out of, especially in Pro Tools, you'll have out 1 and 2, and then you'll have like audio 1 and 2. They're both coming out of the speakers, but when you're bouncing, they're only bouncing out of out 1 and 2, so you're missing sounds. So that'll be something where you always got to go back to your signal flow and figure that out. And like I said, space, frequency, volume, same thing.
The signal flow thing is important. Just to expand on that real quick, as the head tech for a legacy studio like Audiovision, I'm usually the guy that they call when the house is burning down, when shit hits a fan and something's not working for one reason or the other, whether it's a board, a microphone, whatever. I want to say 8 out of 10 times it's a signal flow issue when they call me. Right. You know what I mean? 80% of the time it's a user error. And I want to say 15% of the time it's whoever was there before, they maybe unplugged something or something like that. Right. 5% of the time it's actually something with the equipment.
Right.
So I just say that just to show how important it is, the signal flow, because if I come in here and all I had to do was push one button, I'm leaving the room already thinking, okay, this guy didn't know his shit. And I get things happen sometimes. Right. You're in the middle of, you got the client and you're juggling the vibe and all these things. Yeah. But if it's a consistent thing, you already like, okay, this guy needs to learn about this.
I love a saying, right? Bruce Lee says, I fear a man that practices one kick 1,000 times more than a man that practices 1,000 kicks one time. When I tell you foundation is everything, and it's something as simple as I didn't do this. Sometimes you'll come in the room and you'll just look and say, bro, you didn't have the EQ engaged.
Yeah.
That's why the signal stopped there. You know what I'm saying? All you had to do was press this button. Now you got the EQ engaged. Now it lets the signal through. So same thing, foundation, your signal flow, how things work is paramount, and it saves a lot of things. I don't know how many people, some of you interns are here to be in this studio and want to work on a big level with big artists. And trust me, that air is It's tight.